Today is all about fall sewing. I know we're in August. I know it's still plenty hot out, but it is a great time to focus on what you want to make this autumn in your wardrobe. I've gone through mine. I went through my closet. By the way, I feel I am on the borderline of having too many clothes, but I digress. I went through and picked out the things I wear the most come fall, the things I'm looking forward to wearing, the things that I've made the most and wear, and that's what's important. This episode is all about my TNTs for autumn or fall sewing. If you're looking for something to sew and you want something practical that you will wear, I got you. I got you because I've made multiples of everything I'm going to talk about today. These are my top autumn patterns of what I've made. We're going to start with what I'm wearing. This is Simplicity 8014. It is a simple shirt dress. There's different variations, and the variations basically are in your collar, your sleeves, and your skirt. The bodice is about the same. Oh, I'll pop pictures up, and if there's anything I'm wearing, but you see mine, this is in a simple cotton poplin. I got this from Minerva, and I can't remember if it was Dashwood Studios or Camelot Fabrics. It could have been Rose and Hubble, but it is a cotton poplin. I love this pattern, although I will say it's probably one of the more complex patterns that I've picked for you today. And the reason being, it's probably not a beginner pattern, but I think you could get to it in the fall. And if you take your time, you can do this. I know you can. The reason why I say I don't think it's a beginner pattern is because it does have darts. It does have top stitching, and it also has buttons all the way down. You're also dealing with a collar, and you're attaching a skirt to a bodice. Those are the reasons why I think I wouldn't call it a true beginner pattern, but if you are a confident beginner, because I still believe I'm a confident beginner, if you are a confident beginner or above, this is something you can tackle. And if you do, I want to say it's version 4 or version D. That is the one I would suggest if you're a confident beginner to start there. I have 3 of these dresses. They go great with a quilting cotton, a cotton poplin, a lawn, corduroy, chambray, or a lightweight denim. Perfect for it. So I have 3, and I have plans to make another one this fall. It looks good, it fits me. I feel like it is suitable for many body types, this pattern. It does take a little bit more time than some of these others, but let me switch gears because the next pattern is something. I have everything written down. I have everything written down because I've thought long and hard about this video. The next pattern I want to share with you would look great with this and some of the tops. It is Simplicity 8424. This is a pair of leggings, but these are not just any old leggings. This is a sleeper hit of a pattern too, because it is size extra small to extra large, and it can accommodate a waist of 22 to 41 and a half, or a hip of 31 and a half, all the way to 50 inches. It's got a couple of tops. It's geared for people that like to do yoga, to do ballet, stretching, bar, Pilates. Let me tell you, version A, good old-fashioned regular leggings are the bomb. I love this pattern. I'm even going to suggest a fabric for you. Get a double brush poly. Feels like butter. Whip them up real fast. If you've never sewn with knit fabrics, because this is a knit fabric pattern, I would suggest taking your time and watch a couple of videos about sewing with knits. It's easy to do. All you need is a ballpoint or a stretch or a jersey needle, a zigzag stitch, and take your time. But if you make these, you can whip these up in one afternoon. They're awesome. Double brush poly or a jersey fabric, cotton jersey would be fine. Make sure it's thick enough to accommodate all the work you do by sitting and standing all day. or walking around Costco. Make sure you can accommodate that. So you don't want something too thin. I think a double brush poly is perfect. It is comfortable. If you don't like a double brush poly, there's it says activewear knits, jersey, spandex blends, stretch lace, stretch lame, stretch velvet. So there's options, but this looks great under a lot of large tops, and it's just comfy, and it even goes with the next thing I'm going to talk about. This is the book Stretch by Tilly, from Tilly and the Buttons. This I talk about all the time, but this is basically fall and winter. This is what I make and live in and wear. I'd say 80% of my clothes come from this book. It has a handful of patterns in it. I would say there's, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 patterns in this book. And you can get it on Amazon. So if you're watching this, and Amazon usually has it under list price if you're in the US, I'll put a link to it. What's great about it, it has patterns, and at the end of the book, there is an envelope, and all the patterns are here. This book is all about sewing with stretch fabric. So those knits, like making those leggings that I just talked about, even though there isn't a legging pattern in here, there are sweatband patterns in here, but I'm not talking about those today. There are 2 tops in here that are perfect for fall. It is called the Frankie tee and the Freya tee. Both of them can be adjusted and expanded to be shirt dresses as well, simple jersey dresses, but the tees are where it's at because they both go great with those leggings. The Frankie tee is more of like a baseball style tee, and the Freya tee, the Freya top is a high neck, like a mock turtleneck, but it does have variations to make it a full turtleneck or a cowl neck. So depending on if you have a traditionally very cold, windy, chilly fall, or if you have a medium temperature fall, any of these shirts will work. But these are the best shirts. You can make them short sleeve. You can make them elbow length, 3/4 length, or long sleeve. I love this book. The downside to this book is it's not as size inclusive at all. In fact, it goes from Tilly sizes 1 to 8. These shirts should fit in that size 1 to 8 range. They should fit a bust of 30 inches all the way to 44 inches. That is the equivalent of 76 to 112 centimeters. Keep that in mind. But right now on Amazon, I looked and I saw the book was like $23. And that's a steal to get as many patterns as you get in this book. And it guides you, holds your hand through the whole process of sewing with knits. You don't need a serger. If you have one, they talk about how to do it right with the serger. It is such an invaluable. Let me show you the picture. Here is the Frankie baseball t-shirt. It's a great stash buster. And just so you know, this is like a fall staple for me. It gives you the layouts. It tells you what size you should cut based on your measurements. Talks about fabric. And then there's color pictures. Shows you all the steps on how to sew this. The Freya shirt, I'll make sure there's pictures here. I have probably about 5 of them, and I wear them all fall and all winter, but they're perfect for fall because you can use a lightweight fabric. They whip up easy. After you've made your first of either of those 2 tops, you can easily whip another one out in minimal time. Just like the leggings, you can make one in an afternoon, maybe even 1 hour, 2 hours, and you've got it. It is great. My next pattern is a free pattern. It is the Sew Over It Ruby skirt. It is a free PDF pattern with woven fabric. I wonder, you might be able to do it with jersey if you wanted to. That would pair splendidly with a Freya top, especially on a chilly fall day. You can adjust the height, the length of this skirt, and it's flowy. It's got a pocket option. It's elasticated, but a flat front, and that can be very slimming to many figures. It does come with a large size range, so it is an independent pattern maker that is offering a free pattern. Take advantage of it and get that free pattern and give it a whirl. I can easily rip this out of its envelope that I have it in. It's a PDF pattern I bought. It is by Nielson and is the Dawn jeans. The Dawn jeans come in 4 different variations. So it's not a cheap pattern, but it is a great pattern, and I will tell you why. It has a shorts version. It has the skinny leg where it's like closer to your ankles. It has a straight leg, which is the one I've made, and a wide leg, which I think is still in style. I'm not 100% sure. If it is, that's what I want to make this fall. The Dawn jeans also do a button fly zip or a zipper zip. A zipper closure. I almost said the traditional zip, like what you get, but button flies were the first way that they closed your pants. What's great about Megan Nielson, and specifically this pattern, is the instruction booklet. It is, now I've printed mine. I also have it on my iPad, but you have pictures. You have so many, it looks like there's so many steps. It's just them walking you through it and holding your hand. On top of that, there are so many video tutorials by many sewists and Megan Nielson on her website. There's plenty of different options where you can learn and more hand holding if needed to make these. My very first pair, I took some scraps and I made the shorts. I will say size up. Before you even make them, just do one size larger than what the measurements say. That's my 2 cents. I did it. I needed to size up. So before you cut into denim and make a full-on pair of jeans, do a practice set with the shorts. Size up one and make sure those shorts fit you before you dive into the other pairs. Otherwise, it's an amazing pattern. I just have bigger hips, so I needed to size up. And then I have Simplicity 1538. If you are looking for a great button-down long sleeve shirt, this pattern is the one. This is one of their most popular patterns on the Simplicity website. It ranks up on the first page. It is an awesome basic wardrobe staple. If you like the Deer and Doe Melio, which I do, and I have more of those for cooler months because I like the shorter sleeve version, this is the equivalent to a nice form-fitting tailored version of that, because the long sleeve Melio from Deer and Doe, although it is nice and delicate looking, and it does have a tailored look to it, it doesn't have the shaping in the back that I feel accentuates my shape, if that makes sense. Whereas this, the back of it does have some gathers, and then it lays flat along the top of your back and your shoulders, and I just think that has a better look to it. This is perfect if you want to size up and make a shacket. I like making these out of flannel fabric. I think it's a fun fall and winter make, but using quilting cotton or cotton poplin or even something else, this is a wonderful pattern. There's different variations, and most of those variations are based on the pocket or using accessory fabrics like scraps to do different inside collars or the cuffs. This is a really great pattern because a long sleeve button down shirt, you can roll it up if you get warm. You can put it under a sweater or a sweatshirt. You can wear it open and have a tank top or a t-shirt underneath it. It can be casual, it can be dressy. And finally, my honorable mention. And I'm only saying it's an honorable mention because this is an any time of year pattern, but I do have a lot of these that I wear in the fall specifically. It is the Tilly and the Buttons Cocoa Tee and Dress. I suggest this because it does have a slightly larger size range compared to the stretch book. If the stretch book has, that was Penny. The stretch book goes from size 1 to 8, whereas this goes from size 1 to 10. And hi, it's okay. We had a storm. It came out of nowhere. And she's nervous. So I'm mentioning this just because it is a little bit more of an extended size range, and it could even be more extended now than it was when I purchased it. The size range could be a little bit more extended. I'm not sure. From when I bought it, it went from 1 to 10. I think this is the top, the dress, I have it all. I have probably 4 of these tops, and I think I have 2 dresses. You can make it fun. You can make it scrappy. It does have a funnel neck, which I have done the funnel neck once. You can make 3/4 length sleeves, or you could do long sleeves. So this is also another variant to accommodate that Tilly and the Button stretch book. Again, the instruction booklet, yes. Again, the instruction booklet does hold your hand with this, just like it does in the book. Color pictures. I love this pattern. This was one of my first patterns when I was learning how to sew with knit fabric. And from there, I got the stretch book, and from there, my wardrobe just exploded with knits. These are my fall tried and true staples that I wear, and fall will be here before we know it. It really will, my sewing friends. I hope this inspires you to start thinking about what you want to make this fall. I also hope I gave you some ideas. And let me know in the comments if you've made any of these, if you love any of these, if you agree, disagree, have anything to say. I would love to read it. And also, I read all the comments and respond. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.